Hi, my name is Nadifa Rahmania Sabhira with the last student number 099, and I'll be explaining about Africa's plan to bring chocolate profits home. So the chocolate industry in Australia is worth $100 billion, primarily profits foreign entities, while cocoa farmers in Ivory Coast and in Ghana struggle with low incomes and exploitation. Efforts are underway to enhance local processing, improve farmer earnings, and combat challenges like deforestation, child labor, and price volatility, aiming to reshape Africa's cocoa trade. The first part of this video, I'll be explaining about the imbalance of the chocolate industry in Africa. Cocoa is used in various products from sweet to cosmetic, primarily originates from Ivory Coast and Ghana, yet many farmers in these three regions have never tasted chocolate and live below the poverty line. The chocolate industry is notorious for child labor and deforestation in West African nations, which receive less than 6% of the global value, with farmers getting under 2%. The European Union potential ban on cocoa with harmful environmental or human rights impacts could severely affect West African economy and farmers, transforming a moral issue into an economic crisis. Attempts by developed nations to clean up the cocoa supply chain might harm West African farmer livelihood without achieving their goals, perpetuating a colonial cycle that impoverishes poor nations and enriches rich ones. The second part is about the colonial legacy of cocoa in West Africa. So cocoa, a crop native to the Americas, was introduced to Africa by colonial powers who compelled their colonists to cultivate it, establishing a colonial division of labor where raw materials were exported to Europe and also in America. So cocoa became deeply intertwined with the economies of Ghana and Ivory Coast, with their fortune often dependent on the crop's price. And early post-independence leaders in Ivory Coast, who were cocoa growers, it encouraged its production. But however, the global price of cocoa declined significantly, leading to a situation where harvesting became unprofitable for farmers, and Ghana's first president recognized the peril of economic reliance on such a volatile crop. The continued volatility of cocoa prices established the Ghanaian currency, prompting the government to pledge a minimum farm gate price to its cocoa farmers to protect them from market fluctuation, with international prices primarily driven by West African supply and European and also North European. Moving on to the next part of the video, the third part is about the challenges of cocoa farming in West Africa. So about 60% of exported cocoa from Ivory Coast and Ghana ends up in the European Union mainly as unprocessed beans. Cocoa's connection to deforestation stems from the traditional slash and burn cultivation method, which depletes forests and leaves no new land for farmers, forcing farmers to replant on the same land, deplete soil nutrients, increase production costs, and contributes to issues like child labor and trafficking. Cocoa poverty is a major issue because small-scale farmers, who often run farms as a family, receive minimal benefits from the manufactured product, while also bearing most of the ecological costs. Okay, next is addressing cocoa farmer poverty and market dynamics. So the processing and production of chocolate account for over 25% of bar price, while farmers' share has dropped from nearly 50% in the 70s to around 66% today, partly due to more middlemen and market consolidation. Sustainable cocoa production is demanded in the market, and addressing farmer poverty is crucial, as it is the root cause of issues like deforestation and human rights abuses in the cocoa sector. Ivory Coast and Ghana introduced the living income differential known as LID in 2019, requiring companies to pay $400 premium per ton of cocoa, which increased farm gate prices by nearly 20% in the first year. While the LID makes farmers happier and increases income, it could lead to increased output and a reduction in market prices, which might benefit buyers but could be detrimental to Ivory Coast and Ghana in the long run. Next is about industrialization and local chocolate product in Africa. Improving industrialization and manufacturing in Africa is seen as a way to break neo-colonial trade patterns by processing raw material like cocoa locally before exporting it to the outer region of Africa. In Ghana's capital, known as Accra, an industry of artisanal chocolate makers has emerged, driven by passion and a desire to keep more of the cocoa value within Africa. To impact the wider chocolate industry, change needs to happen on a larger scale, as exemplified by Fair Africa, a Ghana-based chocolate maker that crowdfunded its factory. Fair Africa aims to produce world-class chocolate in rural Ghana, demonstrating that high-quality products can be made where cocoa grows, and is training local talent to achieve this goal. And finally, for the last part, I will be explaining about the challenges and opportunities in African chocolate production. So, European tariff policy historically favored the import of raw commodities over processed goods, forcing value addition into Europe and disadvantaging African producers. Current government efforts, such as pushing for national investor and seeking win-win agreements with the private sector, aim to change this regulatory landscape and promote local processing. While the idea of African self-sufficiency is politically appealing, the practical implementation of local processing faces difficulties due to the complexities of meeting standards and the ease of exporting raw beans for quick revenue. Consumer demands for ethically sourced and environmental friendly products, along with a growing appreciation for made in Africa goods, can play a significant role in transforming the chocolate industry and ensuring fairer practices for cocoa farmers in Africa. Okay, and that's all for the cocoa bring chocolate cocoa profit home to Africa. Thank you for listening. Bye.